Hello and welcome to another Breachers Champion League Alpha Scrim. We have Rebel facing off against Wild West this evening on Factory. I'm joining the game late. It's actually 2-0 in Rebel's favor as we are in the third buy phase as we speak. We'll be joining in on a second floor bomb site. And I do not have my outlines. Looks like a south spawn for the enforcers. And the buy phase is coming to a close, so let's jump back in. We've got King Games with the EMP, Sobraj. Sobraj is a bot? Is a bot. Interesting. And we've got Ryston and Cux going up to the third floor balcony, going around to that garage hatch, or maybe over to the bathroom balcony. Looks like Cux is watching the windows over there. Kirby Dog pushing in through the garage conference room. They're going to run into, it looks like, Lucid, and Lucid's there on catwalk, going to encounter Ryston, maybe? Ryston is cloaked. Oh, Lucid is not on the catwalk. As Cux get Bonanza downstairs, Lucid's in museum hallway. They are going to fall to Ryston in a very narrow angle. Nice shot, Ryston. Bringing us to a 5v3 in the Enforcer's favor as we have several Enforcers pushing into Museum Hallway as Cux cuts through the War Room. That was a fast camera move. We're getting a bright breach onto the B-side cubby wall. Rusty in conference room is going to take shots at Desi Fox, but Agu is going to take down Kirby over on Bravo's Alpha site, actually, as Ryston gets Rusty here in Bravo site. Agu in the server room going to take out Desi Fox as King Games does get that plant in. So just a 3v1, and Agu goes down to Ryston's through the hole in the breach wall. Let's get that scoreboard up and get the points on the board. That is now a 3-0 in favor of Rebel. When we come back in, we'll have a south spawn for our enforcers going to a first floor bomb site. Got several enforcers heading around towards the lobby. Looks like we're going to have 2 points of entry at least, maybe more. Buy phase is coming to a close. Let's jump back into the game as we've got a heavy presence out on the lobby from Rebel. King Games watching the north wall in case anyone decides to breach out. Lucid and Cux gonna face off. Cux gets Bonanza, I think, upstairs. Lucid gets the refrag on Cux as Ryston is gonna get the shots onto Lucid through that first floor window. Ryston also putting shots into Mad upstairs. It is a 4v3 in Rebel's favor. Mad ranging around on this mezzanine, taking shots down out the lobby front onto Sobraj. Sobraj gets the kill onto Mad as 3-4 enforcers push in through the lobby. King Games with the EMP. Let's see which way they're going. Looks like they are going to head into the connector between lobby and garage. It sounds like there's a breach upstairs. We've got, ooh, a very nasty. I want to get a replay of that. That's, excuse me, that's control backspace. So I got AU over here on the bomb sites. Obi-Wan with Kirby Dog. Obi-Wan? I don't remember. Obi-Wan is gone again. Rebel still trying to get their 5th teammate in. As Kirby Dog and Kin Game's going to push into Bravo site. They're going to blow that breach onto Ayo. I really thought that breach would have put some more damage onto Ayo. It didn't seem like they did any damage whatsoever, even though they were standing right in front of that hole. And looks like we have Ryston over here in Bravo site planting as Rusty's going to come in and die to Kirby Dog. Kirby Dog was just off its camera over here by the garage door. So let's get another point on the board for Rebel. That takes us to a 4-2-0 here in the first half. Over to the scoreboard. When we come back in, we're going to have a 3rd floor bomb site. It looks like an east spawn for the Rebels. For the Enforcers. East spawn for Rebel, the Enforcers. That's what my brain was trying to do. And it looks like we do have several Enforcers testing out this lobby entrance again. Or, nope, maybe going up to the 3rd balcony. We'll find out shortly as the buy phase is coming to a close. Let's jump back in as we've got the EMP heading up to the 3rd floor balcony. One player heading up to the roof. And at least one other Rebel coming up here with Kirby Dog. Kirby watching the generator window and the vending window, it looks like, as... Is that... Ryston and Cucks are flirting with the roof hatch. Kirby Dog gonna pop the vending window and watch this long angle. He's not gonna find anyone in there. Ayo! Here on Alpha site. Waiting to pop out if anyone does make this push into the vending hallway. Mad waiting back for people to pop in through the vending window. Heard some shots going out. I'm not sure where they were, but they doesn't appear to have connected. Everywhere I'm seeing full health players as Ryston cloaked comes into the orange 3rd floor. He's going to encounter Rusty pretty soon. Rusty is going to go down to Ryston as Mad does get the pick onto Kirby Dog, and Lucid takes out Bot Sobrage. Where was, I think, the Lucid's over here in the vending, so the bot, there's the bot also in the vending. As Cucks will get Mad out here in the blue hallway. I think Cucks came in this window back here. Cucks also going to take out Ayo, but go down to Bonanza. Taking us to a 2v1, we've got King Games and Ryston. Let's check in with Ryston. He's cloaked. I am not sure. King Game's still up on the roof. They're going to drop in through the hatch into archives, into data room, copy room. The call out for that's still going around a little bit. I do think King Games is going to encounter Bonanza first. If they move out of their position, but they are holding steady, waiting for Ryston to connect with them. Somebody takes some shots through the breach wall. Ryston is going to pop that, breach that. Shots going in onto onto Bonanza. Let's get a control backspace on that. For those of you who don't know, control backspace is my replay. Shots came in from Bonanza through the cubby. I am not sure who actually got that kill, but it does give our 5th point to Rebel here in the first half. So let's get that up on the scoreboard. Nicely done, Rebel. And let's get that scoreboard up for you. Coming back in, we've got a south spawn and we're back on a 1st floor bomb site for the 6th and final round here in the first half. We've got a wide spread from our revolters. There is someone way out in the garage, far in the southwest. I am curious to see if they're going to find any contact. But the biphase is winding down, so let's get you swapped back into the gameplay. Rebel is late leaving spawn. You normally see people on their way into their setup positions well before the biphase is over, but it looks like they're still over there swapping loot out. We'll see which way they're going to go. We'll hang out. The suspense is killing me. I don't know. Are you guys on the edge of your seat? I know I am. Alright, Kirby Dog is leading the push. They're heading over to the north wall with Bryston, King Games, and Cucks behind them. So Braj the bot. I'm surprised we still have a bot in this lobby. I think the lobby might have the no one can join glitch. That might be it. As fast as lobbies were turning over when I was looking at the browser, I think it's very strange no one has joined. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's not part of the gameplay. Kirby Dog takes out this, pops the door here. Rusty may be rotating into them soon. If they're not careful, they're going to get shot in the side. Yep, Kirby Dog goes down. Let's get a save on that for Kirby Dog. Nicely done. Kirby Dog going down to Rusty. Sorry, we were getting the save for Rusty before shooting Kirby Dog. As King Games coming in cloak, trying to get that refrag onto Rusty, but Rusty's rotated out. We've got Ryston and Cucks going up to the copier window? No, this is the mezzanine window. I keep accidentally hitting one of the number keys. Cucks goes down to Rusty. Ryston takes Bonanza. Rusty takes Desi Fox. Where is Rusty? Rusty's upstairs. Mad taking shots into the lobby at Ryston. We have a 2v4 in Wild Wild West favor as Mad does take out Ryston, leaving only King Games up here on the second floor as King Games does go down to Lucid from the lobby. Putting our first point up on the board for Wild Wild West. And we are now going to get the side swap and another pistol round. I don't know who won the pistol round earlier, but I bet, well, I do know who won. It was the Enforcers, because they had 5-0 at that point. I'm sorry, guys. What I was going to say is that it was normally the Revolters who win the pistol round. There appears, in the very short life of this game, there appears to be something of a benefit to being the Revolter in the pistol round. It's not perfect, you know, it's not like it's 100% Revolters always win, but I definitely see noticeably more go to the Revolters. Anyways, the biphase is coming to a close. Let's jump back into the game. We've got a second floor bomb site as Rusty, Roosted, and Mad are all out here outside the blue stairs. Ayo! Up there on the roof. Mad's going to go into vending window. Rusty and Lusty going to come into blue stair. I take that back. Mad was just making a sound decoy. Decoy was 100% not the word I was looking for, but it's close enough. Ayo jumped off of the roof. They now are rappelling up to the copy room window and beyond. I think that was a breach on the breakable window. I've been seeing that a lot more. People putting their breach foam on breakable windows as a distraction. I don't know if that is what happened, but I will say at a competitive level, I don't think I like that. Oh, as Ryston gets mad, Lucid gets Desi Fox. Lucid gets Ryston, Cucks refrags Lucid, it's 2v3, Kirby Dog gets Ayo! It's still 2v3, that was the kill that took us to 2v3. I was going to say at a competitive level, I don't think I like that, because competitive players should know that if they hear a breach on a poppable window, it is almost certainly a decoy. As Bonanza takes down Cucks, it's a 2v2. Bonanza is very low on health. King Games is very low on health. Rusty's doing pretty good. And I am not sure as King Games gets Bonanza. Rusty's doing pretty good, and I don't see the other... Oh no, it's 1-1. I missed a Revolter going down. Rusty did have the health. He's doing much better. And also we'll be planting here on the Alpha site. Looks like King Game's going to be rotating through the War Room. Oh, don't be stuck in the wall. Don't be stuck in the wall. And he's going to get the pick. Rusty going to get the pick. I want full body outlines like we have in Onward, because that could have been a decent shot if the wall wasn't there, but it looked not great as it. Anyways, you guys don't need to hear about the caster garbage. Let's put another point on the board for Wild Wild West. Visitor round 2. They got a point. Alright. Wild Wild West, bringing it back to a 5-2. And taking the pistol round. Interesting that we had 2 pistol rounds going to the Enforcers. Now that I gave my spiel about how awesome it is to be the Revolter in the pistol round, they proved me wrong. When we come back in, it's going to be a first floor bomb site. It looks like a south spawn. Let's jump over, see what's going on. Got Lucid on the bathroom balcony. Bonanza upstairs about to break into the garage hatch. Got Mad in the garage conference room. Somebody was either in the garage or in this bathroom and rotated, or did they die already? Did I miss it? I missed a kill. I missed a kill. I'm not sure where that kill happened, but Rebel lost 1 as Wild Wild West is bringing a heavy push in through the garage here. We've got Lucid and Bonanza outside this breach wall going into Alpha Site. Ayo, way over there in the southwest garage. I think Bonanza might have taken some team damage there, walking in front of his teammate while they were shooting. Cuck's going to take out Rusted. Lucy gets the refrag onto Cuck's. It is a 3v3. Lucid took a lot of damage in those exchanges. We've got just Lucid here outside. Lucid has a help. Outside Alpha Site. Looks like we've got Mad upstairs in the War Room. And ayo, outside Alpha Site. Dumping shots in on Ryston. Putting a lot of damage. King Game's gonna get the frag onto... I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Ryston, maybe? Mad gets the refrag on... No, Ryston's on the other team. Mad gets the refrag onto King Games. Ryston and Mad now facing off in Alpha Site as Ayo coming up outside in that orange hallway by the breach wall. But Mad is going to get the pick at Alpha Site. I'm going to save that. That would be pretty cool. Mad does get the pick at Alpha Site, and it sounds like he's putting the plant in, getting the points too. Let's get that scoreboard up for you. I'm going to go and update my scoreboard. It is now a 5-3 as Rebel, not Rebel, excuse me, as Wild Wild West keeps calling points back, keeps coming on back. Let's see, we'll be going into our 9th round, and we'll have I think that was a first floor bomb site is what I saw. Oh, I didn't actually switch to the scoreboard. There we go. Well, to the other scoreboard. Too many scoreboards. No, it is a second floor bomb site. Second floor bomb site when we come back in with the south spawn. I got Ayo up there on the 3rd floor, Mad going in through the conference room. Let's bring you back over so you can see it. It's not just radio theater. Mad going in through the garage conference room. We've got Bonanza over here overlooking the bathroom balcony, checking those windows, watching that bathroom hallway window. There is one more enforcer somewhere I did not see. That's okay. They'll get to be a surprise. It looks like all the other 3 enforcers are over there in the east. Let's jump in with Rusty. I think that's one of the ones over there. It is indeed Rusty and Lucid here in the museum. They're going to be encountering... maybe Ryston? Yes, Ryston. Krusty takes down Kirby Dog through the conference table. Ryston, I don't, that, interesting. That tripwire did not go off. Ryston gonna put shots in the back of Rusty, but Rusty's gonna get the pick. Cucks gets, ayo! I think Cucks might have gotten another kill, or, well, regardless of who got the kill, 2 enforcers went down here into this, through this breach wall, into the Beta cubby, Bravo cubby. Cucks and Bonanza trading shots mad as well in that firefight as Wild Wild West gets another enforcer round. Bringing us to a 5v4 total score going into the 10th round. We're going to have a 3rd floor bomb site and an east spawn. Got several enforcers going out along the north wall early. Let's see where they wind up making their entry points. Alright, just about time to get going. Let's hop on over. We've got Lucid, Mad, Ayo, and Bonanza here on the north balcony. Oh, looks like Rusty's also. We've got all 5 of Wild Wild West near the north balcony. Ayo's going to go down to the north balcony as Rusty and Bonanza breach the roof hatch. They're just watching those doors. They're not actually going in. Lucid, Mad, and Ayo will instead be entering through the orange hallway. Lucid is cloaked. Rusty drops in through the 3rd floor roof, through the roof hatch. Bonanza has also, Bonanza also has come in. Bonanza gonna take that Desi Fox over here in blue hallway, bending hallway. Alpha site it was. Oh, Mad gets Cucks, Lucid gets King Games. It's a 4v2. King Games gets Ayo. Mad is over here in the locker rooms as Bonanza gets Kirby Dog. It's just King Games here on Bravo site facing off with Mad. Mad putting shots in. Mad, I think I can't find Kirby, or King, so I'm not sure what Mad was shooting. King rotates around to Alpha Site, but goes down to Rusty, peeking over that little cubby wall. Tying us up 5v5. Guys, when it was 5-0, I did not think we were going to have this exciting of a map. Excellent comeback to Wild Wild West, putting 5 points on the board in a row. Stuck in Alt-Tab hell, can't get back to the program I'm looking for. Too excited, hit it too many times. So it's now 5-5. We'll be coming back in for round 11. And when we do, we're going to have a 2nd floor bomb site. We have a 2nd floor bomb site. It was a south spawn. I've got a couple enforcers, several enforcers on the 3rd floor balcony. One of them is already up on the roof. It's called the roof when you're on the outside, ceiling when you're on the inside. I almost made that mistake. It's an easy mistake, anyone can do it. Alright, 5-phase winding down. Let's jump back in. Got Rusty coming in over at the blue stair window. Mad and Lucid over, Mad, Lucid, and Ayo over, oh, wrong way. Over here by the garage hatch. No one actually entering, all of them doing, I guess, their little decoy breaches. Lucid popping the 3rd floor orange window, also going to pop the bathroom hallway window. Ayo is going to be going in through the garage breach as Mad comes across from the garage conference room. Coming out, checking out War Room. They're going to find a door blocker keeping them out of Bravo site. Looks like Bonanza, Mad, Ayo and Rusty all coming into Museum. Rusty going into the conference room. We're going to get a breach on Bravo site Cubby. I am not sure where that proxy was, but it does. It has caused a rotation for Rebel, as they now have 4 members here on Bravo site. Bonanza taking shots in. We've got a 4v4 here on this breach wall. Almost everyone in the game facing off. Desi Fox gets mad. Bonanza gets the refrag on Desi Fox. There was a 3rd kill that I missed the call out on. Rusty getting Kirby Dog. It's just too much going on. Ryston gets Bonanza. Ayo! Gets the refrag on Ryston out of the Cubby. I'm hearing an EMP. No, there's Rusty with the EMP. They are trying to get the shots onto King Games. King Games gets more shots back. It is a 3v1. Let's try and catch up with King Games, see how they play it out. Got Rusty doing the EMP there on Bravo site. Ayo, in Bravo site with them. It looks like in all of that chaos, King Games did get a pick on someone in Alpha site. I'm not sure who it was. And it looks like they're trying to pick up their Vezin, get some more ammo. And they will rotate through War Room, come and check out. Rusty is just right on the other side of this door blocker. They are in that little cubby, it looks like, actually. And King Games picks up Ayo, but Rusty gonna get the quick refrag. Good swing by Rusty to pick that up. Let's get that. And giving, that's not the button. That is not the button. There we go. Giving the lead to Wild Wild West, 6 points in a row. And they are now playing for the map win. Rebel playing for the draw. This couldn't get much more exciting, y'all. Let's swap over to the other scoreboard, see how this has gone. All 5 of Rebel points did come in the first half. They've not been able to get any more points here in the second half. As we go into the 12th and final round, it is a 3rd floor bombed site. I'm trying to catch up with our enforcers. We've got a strong presence from the enforcers up on the 3rd floor balcony and on the roof. Let's see how they do it. I've got Lucid looking at the vending window. Bonanza over at generator window. Bonanza gonna find... who was that? Bonanza found... they found somebody and somebody threw a grenade, but nothing connected. As 3 members drop in from the hatch real quick. That was Mad, Ayo, and Rusty. All over here in the blue hallway. That was a bold and aggressive push. You normally don't see people sending that many members through a hatch that quickly. It is still a 5v5. We're having some prodding shots as people test locations and test spots, but nobody's really connecting yet. At least it doesn't look like anyone's really connected yet. Lucid coming into this vending hallway. They're going to, as they're cloaked, they're going to take a peek. They'll run into Desi Fox, but Desi's tucked in good as Cux does get a pick on Bonanza over by generator window. Lucid sees Desi Fox. They trade some shots. It looks like Lucid takes some damage. Frag comes in, but does not connect with Desi as Cux takes out EU. Lucid gets Desi Fox finally. Cux going to get the refrag on Lucid. All of this through the orange, the blue doorway, Alpha Site doorway. Mad gets Cux. Mad over here in the locker room. It is a 3v2. Mad and Rusty in the locker room making the push against Kirby Dog. And I think there's one other revolter in this corner that I can't see. We got King Games in the other room. Yes, Ryston's in the generator room. Mad and Rusty will start making their way back over towards Alpha side. Nope, they're looking like they may be coming through the breach wall. Mad's looking at Alpha side, Rusty's back in the locker room. They're both just rotating back and forth, checking out who's where, what can they see, what can they pick. Kirby Dog going through the connector. Both of these teams are playing very safe angles. Up until that push into Alpha side by Mad, they were looking just about everywhere they could without exposing themselves, as Rusty does get the refrag onto Kirby Dog. Not Kirby Dog, Kirby Dog's right there. I'm not sure who was in that corner. Rusty got the refrag onto whoever killed Mad, and then Kirby Dog got the refrag peeking over the wall there. Nicely done by Kirby Dog and Rusty to hold on to that tie. Let's fly over to that kill board real quick before I go back and fix my scoreboard. Those are your final tallies for the map. Alright, let me come back over to my side, get my scores up. Let's put a second half point up for Rebel, making it 5-1 in both halves for both teams, taking us to our 6-6 draw. And they are already loading right back in. So we will be getting a second map. I wasn't sure what was going on with that. Happy to say it is going to happen. Let me jump back over, see what's going on over here on this side of things. Looks like we are going to have a south spawn and a first floor bomb site. And with the biphase winding down, we'll jump back in. Got Lucid and Rusty here outside the blue stair window, Mad, AO, and Bonanza at the vending window. They're all well above the bomb site. As you can see, it's downstairs. We've got three members of Wild Wild West going out into the lobby. Bonanza going to go into the museum. Looks like, who is that? AO also going to go into the lobby. As Lucid with the EMP is going to make their way down towards Alpha site. Let's check in with them. They're here in this little connecting passage. They'll be running into Ryston shortly. Ryston in a nasty spot, but they're going to go down to Bonanza from above. Let's get that on the replay. AU goes down to, or AU takes cuts down. We had an enforcer go down somewhere. I missed it in the action. So it is now a 4-2 as Lucid gets the headshot on Kirby Dog. 4-2 in the enforcer favored Wild Wild West favor. Just King's Games and Desi Fox alive here on the bomb site as King Games Mad gets the pick on AU. Not sure how that happened. But Mad also has taken a bit of damage. It's now 3v2 King Games on Bravo site, Desi Fox on Alpha site. Mad and Lucid took a health. Bonanza and King Games both low as Mad gets King Games and Lucid gets Desi Fox for the win in the pistol round, and our third pistol round in a row going to the enforcers. I think I jinxed it by saying my little spiel earlier. But here in the second map, the enforcers are Wild Wild West. So that's where I'll put the point. You couldn't see it on the other screen, but for a little while there I had the wrong field highlighted. Almost gave it to the wrong team. Not very exciting, I know. Anyways, coming back to the Breachers, we will have a third floor bomb site, and it looks like I'm not sure if it's a south spawn or if all of our enforcers are just already on the third floor balcony, but there are 5 enforcers on the third floor balcony, so let's jump in and see how they're going to play it. Got Lucid over here by the blue stair window. I've got AO looking at the vending window. Rusty and Bonanza also looking at vending as Mad goes ahead and pops that generator window, hoping for someone to peek. AO and Lucid going into the vending hallway. Let's check in with them. AO does have the EMP and a cloak. Couple test shots going out towards Cucks, not going to connect. Cucks does go down to Lucid through the breach wall. I am not sure how Lucid, if that was pre-fire or if they heard footsteps, but nicely done, Lucid. That was pretty slick. It gives us a 5-4 in Wild Wild West favor. We've got 2-2 spread from Rebel, 2 on Alpha side, 2 on Bravo side. We do get a breach into Alpha side as Kirby Dog takes down Mad. I think that was over at the generator window. Lucid and AO over here in the locker room? Yes, over here in the locker room, feeling out Bravo side. They've got a door blocker in the way, and they'll be running into Ryston. AO putting some good damage into Ryston through the breach wall. A lot of good shots through the breach wall from both teams so far today. King Games does take a kill on that guy. Their name disappeared too fast. Rusty's going to bypass the static field emitter and come through the breached hole. What was that? Looks like either Sobrage or King Games taking shots at Rusty, but they're going to go down as Rusty pops up on this little cubby ledge. Sobrage, Sobra, that's a dev's name, I don't want to get that wrong. Lucid gets Sobra, Ryston gets Lucid, Rusty gets Ryston. It's just refrag for refrag. Don't shoot your gun, someone's gonna kill you. And it's over. It's another point for Wild Wild West. I was looking for the last Enforcer or last Revolter, and they were already dead. So that's 2 points on the board in the second half for Wild Wild West. Not second half, second map. First half, second map. Terrible verbiage. Can't wait for the real casters to fix this. We'll be going into the third round here on the second map. Going into the third round here on Factory. You know what? That's better. I'm just going to save that. Third round on Factory. Let's see, we've got a second floor bomb. I didn't see the spawn from our enforcers, but I've got a bunch of enforcers here by the blue stair again. Not all of them, though. They are electing to make a dynamic approach from different angles. Let's jump back over as Lucid and AO. Looks like they're going to do the new breach kick in. Oh, I love it so much. I love it. That looks so fun. Lucid comes in first, AU cloaked behind them, and Mad gonna make their way quickly into the museum. Lucid on something of a speed run, gonna run into Cucks. Cucks gets Lucid, Mad gets Cucks, Ryston gets the refrag onto Mad, and it is a 4v3 in the Revolter's favor. Rusty's gonna get Kirby Dog over here on Alpha site though. Sobrage the bot is one of the remaining. They're going to go down to AU as Rusty gets Ryston. I think that was on Bravo's side, leaving just King Games facing off with Rusty here in the connector. King Games is going to get Bonanza, but a great rotate out of Data Center, and Rusty gets the refrag onto King Games, giving Wild Wild West a 3-0 lead here on Factory. See, I caught myself there. You liked that, didn't you? Alright, visitor. 3. Scene change. There we go. And there you see it. 3-0 here on the second map. Oh, the second map! You guys, the suspense must be killing you, but just so you know, the second map is Factory. Sorry to keep that hidden from you. I hope you won't hold it against me later. So, when we come back in, we're going to be on a first floor bomb site, and I've got a couple enforcers here on the north wall. It looks like four more, at least 4. I'm not sure where the 5th one is. Let's bring you over so maybe you can see him in the background. Oh, he's up there on the wall. All 5 enforcers here on the north wall. coming in for a first floor bomb site. I got AU looking like they might be doing the breach thing. Lucid's going to shoot their way in as AU does the window kick. Lucid gets an early pick onto Kirby Dog. Was that through the breach wall again? I think it was. I couldn't confirm it. They blew up the breach wall. Cucks takes the pick onto AO. Bonanza takes out Cucks. Mad gets King Games. That's over here. Desi gets Mad. Rusty gets Desi. You guys, don't put a little more time between your refrags. Do your caster a favor. Don't, actually. That was thrilling. It's exciting. I love it when it's this fast. I just need to get better for you guys. So, we've got Bonanza and Rusty. Bonanza is at half health. They're going to be running into Ryston sooner than Rusty, most likely, as Ryston does get the pick onto Bonanza in Orange Hallway. I keep getting flying through walls. So Rusty appears is also going to be making this rotation around into the Orange Hallway. Ryston was ready for the breach. The breach had already happened. Was ready for them to come through the breach, but elects to rotate around and does get them in time, putting points on the board for Rebel. Bringing us to a 3-2-1 here on Factory. Good job, Ryston. That's the right screen. Guys saw me a little naked there. I don't feel comfortable with that. I feel violated. I mean, I did it to myself. I'm not holding it against you. But violated. No, that's a bad joke. I missed the joke. Missed the timing. Moving on. We're going to have a second floor bomb site. When we come back in for our fifth round, looked like it was an east spawn. I've got most of our enforcers here on the north wall. Not electing to stay on the first floor. It looks like all of them have gone up to at least the second floor and some beyond. Let's jump back in, see how they're going to play it. We've got Mad and Bonanza here on the second floor orange stairwell. I've got AO up on the north balcony. Rusty upstairs as Lucid is on that Bravo site window doing the kick entrance. There's that kick entrance. I should be on Lucid because they're going to encounter King Games right away and take him out. Lucid and Kirby Dog also, as Ryston does get a pick on AO, I'm not sure where. Cucks rotating around. Desi gets Rusty's on that side. Desi gets Rusty. I thought Cucks might have been putting some shots in through this breach wall at Lucid. We've seen a lot of shots through the breach walls. Ryston does get Mad. I think that's upstairs over here, yes. Lucid going to take out Cucks on the rotate in from the war room. Bringing us to a 2v2 here as Lucid and Bonanza. Bonanza in the orange stairwell goes down. Lucid rotating out of the kitchen into orange stair. Gets Ryston but goes down to Desi Fox on the refrag. I haven't had a lot of time in between all of the action to comment on what I'm seeing, but one thing I have noticed that I do want to comment is that both teams, it's another point for Rebel, both teams have been doing a fantastic job of being in position for refrags. This is something that I am particularly bad at. Not that I'm a good player. You don't don't think I'm comparing myself to these guys. These dudes, these folks know what they're up to. But one of my particular weaknesses is I am always out of position for refrags. So, tip of the hat to both teams, all 10 players doing a great job of that tonight. As we come back into the sixth and final round of the first half, we're going to be on a first floor bomb site. Let me bring you back over so you can see what I'm seeing. It's Lucid's butt. I can be honest with you guys, I wasn't actually looking at the breacher's window when I said that. I was looking at OBS. So, let's actually jump in with this is an enforcer who's not AFK. We've got Rusty upstairs on the mezzanine. Mad providing some support. Rusty's going to take down Ryston. It's a big pick. Ryston's been getting kills as Desi Fox takes out Rusty in Museum Hallway. Quickly equalizing us at a 4v4. Mad throws out a frag. It is not going to hit as Desi had already rotated all the way down into the catwalk. Mad rotating back around into the lobby. I heard a lot of shots. I don't see any missing health, so I'm going to say that nobody connected. Got Cucks rotating around through these lobby approaches. Cucks is going to push into the lobby and take down Bonanza, but quickly go down to Mad with the refrag. See, that's what I'm talking about right there, y'all. Let's grab that. Okay, Lucid, it's a 3v2 as Desi Fox does get AO. I'm not sure where. Mad puts health into Lucid, what I was just about to say. There looks like AO was in the south. I was about to say that Lucid was very low on health. Another pre-fire through the breach wall. This one is not going to connect. Lucid and Mad rotating past the breach wall, maybe? I think they are looking into this orange, looking into the orange warehouse, coming around to the Bravo side entrance. Mad gonna pop up on that little hutch, peek over the wall. Kirby in on Bravo site, King Games holding tight on Alpha site in case anyone decides to rotate back, as it looks like Mad might be doing. Mad and Lucid both, maybe, coming back over to Alpha. They will encounter a door blocker over here. Putting some shots into the door blocker, making quick work of it. Mad's just flying around that corner, does get the pick onto King Games. Very nicely done to Mad. I will be honest, I thought King Games was going to get that one. EMP planted as Kirby Dog takes out Lucid in the connector. Kirby Dog peeking over the hutch, gonna make their way in, gonna take out Mad as Mad is dealing with Desi Fox, and now it is just Kirby Dog to deal with the defuse, and they're gonna fix that plant and win the round for Rebel, tying us up at a 3-3 here at the end of the first half. You love to see that. You always want to see a 3-3 at the end of a competitive match, or a tie at the end of a competitive round. It's just, you like it when teams are even. You like it when they're bringing the same level of excitement and creativity. And both of these teams are bringing excitement and creativity. Thank you both to both of them, showing us how the big leagues do it, how the big dogs do it. Big dogs, I like that. Big dogs, showing us how the big dogs do it. Okay, so when we come back in for the 7th round, we will have our pistol round and the side swap. We'll have Wild Wild West back on defense with their revolters and a second floor bomb site. Looks like we're getting a couple enforcers here up on the 3rd floor balcony in the south. Let's jump in with them and see what's going on. Got King Games, Desi Fox, Cucks, and Ryston all up here. I am not sure where Neil is. Still have a bot for Rebel. Not sure if that's a lobby issue or if they're not able to get their last person in or what, but I haven't been noticing people joining. It did look like our players were in a test server today. It didn't have normal naming convention, but that's not interesting or important for the competitive match. What is important is Neil's about to get shot in the face by Bonanza. Yes, he is. There he goes. Neil goes down to Bonanza with the Cyclone as Lucid's going to rotate out and probably go down. Yep, Lucid takes shots into Ryston but goes down to Cucks. Bonanza pops out, also goes down to Cucks. Cucks is putting into work tonight. We are at a 4v3 in Rebels in favor. They're the enforcers. That is not confusing. Rebel Enforcers. Rebel Enforcers. Mad taking down Ryston on the bridge. Cucks popping in, trying to get the refrag. And does get it. Nicely done, Cucks. AO coming out for his own refrag, and AO gets the refrag onto Cucks. Good swing, AO. Rusty got a kill over there. King Games. Where is King Games? I'm not sure where King Games is, but they get the pick. It is a 2v1 with King Games and Desi Fox against just Rusty here on Alpha Site. Rusty hiding in next to the vending machine here. Gonna go back into connector and almost get shot in the back from Desi Fox, as it sounds like King Games is planting. I wasn't sure who was still alive. Had to fly back and see. Where is Rusty? Is gonna rotate around. Let's go ahead and check in with Rusty, see how they're playing this. A little low on health. Not terrible, but it'd be nice if they could run across a stem on the way into this contact, as both Desi Fox and King Games have most of their health. Gets shots into Desi. Rusty does take down Desi Fox. He just got to take down one more. Oh, but King Games is going to get that shots coming out of the bathroom into War Room to seal the round, putting the first point of the second half up for Rebel. That is home second half. 1.2 Rebel. So that brings us to a 4-3 here on Factory. Had a little bit of a cough there. As I was saying, it brings us to a 4-3 here on Factory going into the 8th round. It'll be a first floor bomb site. And I believe an east spawn for our enforcers. I didn't get to catch the spawn, but they are spread out heavy on the north wall, which is a good indicator of an east spawn. Let's jump back over. We've got Kirby Dog over here. Kirby Dog and Cucks going around over to the lobby stairs. Got King Games and Ryston up here at the 3rd floor balcony with Bonanza just inside. Ryston and King Games are going to be able to hear Bonanza's footsteps. I don't know if Bonanza had heard them before the round. Bonanza would have heard that break onto the window up there. As Lucid does get the pick onto Kirby Dog over on the other side, over by lobby. I don't know if you can see that it just disappeared, but there was an icon popped up over there. Desi Fox gets the pick up onto AO over here on the bathroom balcony side. It is a 4v2 in the Revolter's favor. I missed a couple kills, as it's just Desi Fox and Ryston for the Enforcers. Mad in the garage, maybe, is going to take out Desi Fox. Let's jump in with Ryston and see how they play the rest of the round. And Bonanza popping out onto the north balcony will get the kill onto Ryston, securing the 8th round. That was what this was. Securing the 8th round for Wild Wild West, tying us at 4-4. Let's get that up on the scoreboard. And again, like the first half here on the second map, we're seeing a spread, a little bit of a back and forth. We saw in the first map that the sides appeared to dominate the enforcer, their enforcer half. But here on the second go around, they have, it looks like they've figured out each other's places a little bit better, and they're getting more consistent picks, and it's a little more even gameplay, and that's more exciting for me. I hope it's more exciting for you. We're coming back in on a second floor bomb site. We got Kirby Dog, Ryston, and Cucks here on the blue stairs. King Games also nearby. I am not sure. It looks like way over in the southeast we've got our last enforcer making their entrance to the garage. I believe that's the garage conference room as Mad will take out Cucks. That is a very big kill. But Ryston will get a kick on the Bonanza, equalizing us at a 4v4. We've got two revolters here in the museum hallway. Mad, big pick onto Ryston, good job. King Games taking out Mad. Mad's been putting into work for Wild Wild West, so that is helpful for Rebel. It is again a 3v3 even, as AO rotating around the mezzanine, not going to encounter the push from Rebel. They are going to rotate away and find another way down from upstairs. Looks like they've breached this hatch into the museum. Into the museum. AO nearby listening for the drop-in. Rusty also nearby listening for the drop-in. King Games, I think that was putting some shots down through the hatch. I'm not sure where our third enforcer rotated to, but none of them chose to come through that way. As Kirby Dog and King Games make their way back to the blue stair. Kirby Dog will be running into AO, and AO is going to get the pick. Kirby Dog looking around the corner was not ready. Desi Fox is down in the garage. That's who I had lost. Coming up the catwalk stair. King Games thinking about pushing into AO. Desi Fox might be running into Ryston. No, Desi Fox is looking into the museum as well. I was thinking Desi Fox might be going through the garage and catching it. Rusty and Desi Fox face to face. Desi Fox gets the headshot. That was probably a little startling for Rusty. Ryston? Rusty. It's now 2v2. King Games dropping down through the museum hatch. Lucid here in conference room. Got to be careful with a spot like this. This table is penetrable. King Games either sets off a trap. No, not a trap, because they didn't receive any damage, so King Games probably blew something up. Oh, the hatch there. Revolters win. I think we timed out. Did we time out or we get kills? I'm not sure. It happened really fast. There was 2-2 and then a bunch of people were dead. Anyways, it's a 5v4 in Wild Wild West favor now. So kudos to them. Let's keep the point board up. Point board, that's not a word. We'll keep that board up. I'm gonna go over and put more points on my scoreboard. It's a 5-4, so that needs to be a 2. Let's swap over here. We see how it's come. Once again, round for round here in the second go at Factory. It is a 5-4, and it's just been back and forth. Let me come back over, see where we are. We'll be on a third floor bomb, and it looks like a south spawn. Got a heavy enforcer presence here on the south balcony. Let's show you what they're doing. I got King Games, Cucks, and Ryston up by the hatch. Kirby Dog and Desi Fox staying out here on the balcony as Cucks will go down the hatch. Let's jump in on that. Cucks, Ryston, and Ryston takes out Rusty. Is that through the wall again? Where was Rusty? Ryston gets AO, Bonanza gets Desi over by the generator room. Mad is very low. I am not sure who even put shots onto Mad. I think that must have been Ryston through the breach wall. As Cucks does take the pick out onto Lucid. Cucks was in the lobby. I'm guessing one of those bodies was Lucid as well. I've got a breach going into Bravo's site. Kirby Dog is very low. They will be running into Bonanza shortly. Bonanza is 8. Mad in the connector waiting for contact. King Games planted here in the Alpha Site Cubby. It looks like they have elected to pull back into that archive room to watch. There, Mad gets Cucks on a rotate. As I said, that Cucks was not there. Not sure where Cucks was. I wasn't watching that. Mad and Bonanza pushing into Alpha Site. Kirby is ready for Mad. Bonanza gets the refrag onto Kirby. It's now a 1v2. Bryston and King Games both outside of this copy room. I'm trying to go backwards. There we go. Getting the breach into Alpha Site. King Games putting damage onto Bonanza, but Ryston does get the kill, tying us up at 5v5. Good points for Rebel. When we come back in, it's going to be a second floor bomb site, and we have some enforcers in the north and in the east. It's looking like in the west. Excuse me, this is the west. That King Games popping that window onto third floor Orange Stair. Cucks is going to go into Orange Warehouse. Kirby Dog going up towards North Balcony. Desi Fox still outside on the north wall. Cucks putting shots into the door blocker. Mad might have put some shots out. I'm not sure. Lucid gets somebody. Lucid got Desi as Bonanza gets Ryston. Kirby Dog gets the refrag on Bonanza. Cucks gets Ayo. Mad gets the refrag onto Cucks. It is a 2v3, and I barely saw any of it. The roof hatch on A goes. King Games and Kirby Dog are up there. I've got Lucid and Mad on Alpha Site. Rusty over on Bravo Site near the copy room. Lucid tucking into the vending machine here on Alpha. Everyone kind of picking a spot and holding, waiting for someone else to make a move, it looks like. And our enforcers are rotating away from the Orange Stair there. King Games making their way into the generator window. What generator room? Not King Games, that was Kirby. King Games is coming over towards Blue Stair. They will meet back up here on the third floor balcony and head into the garage hatch. Excuse me. Making their way along catwalk into the war room. Gonna put a breach through this Alpha Site door. Alpha Site wall. Mad takes some shots, doesn't land. And Rusty gets Kirby over on Bravo Site. No, not Kirby, King Games on Bravo Site. Rusty also gonna get Kirby on Bravo Site. Putting 6 points up for Wild Wild West. That means when we enter our 12th and final round. Wild Wild West will be playing for the win, and Rebel will again be playing for the tie. Why does my scoreboard look wrong? Am I off one? I think I'm off one. That should be 2. Not there, that's why. Yep. You guys can't see it, but I don't know how to math. So it is now 6-5 in Wild Wild West's favor. We're going to be going into, looks like, a first floor bomb site. We've got enforcers upstairs on the south balcony. Let's watch what they're doing. Got Desi, Ryston, Kirby, and Cucks all over here at the bridge hatch. King Games over at the garage hatch. They're pushing down and making their way towards Bravo site quickly, but I think that was the breach into Alpha side, as Ryston and Kirby Dog are going to make their way into Alpha. That frag, I think there might have been a door blocker over there. Rusty gets Ryston. A lot of incendiaries coming out. A lot of utility here. Mad taking out Kirby Dog. Rusty taking out Cucks. Wow. Mad getting another kick, and Bonanza getting King Games to get that 7th point in just a really fast fashion. I don't even know how it happened. I'm just going to wait until we get back into the lobby, and then I'll fly us over to this little scoreboard, to the in-game board, let you see the final tallies, and then I will go over and fix my scoreboard. That ended up being a 7-5 in Wild Wild West's favor. That's not, that needs to be a 4. I can't count. That's 5. That did have that. Yeah, wait a minute. That's not right. That's my scoreboard's all off. 7-5. That needs to be a 2. That's right. There we go. Okay. So I think this was actually how the rounds broke down. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Why didn't that? Doesn't matter. You guys don't care. They're still in the lobby. They're talking. I think they're probably talking about playing a third map. I'm not sure. If they do, we'll be here. If they don't, then we won't. No, they're not playing a third map. They have all left the lobby. So that's the end of it. That's the end of it. That was a really good match, y'all. I kind of wish we were doing a tiebreaker, to be honest. But with the difficulties of getting a Breacher Scrim going, this one did start much later than anticipated. So I understand if our friends were unable to stay any longer to give us any more of this fantastic action. Just a quick little recap before we go. The first map was Factory. I know it's a shocker, a surprise, and both teams dominated their enforcer rounds, which is always interesting. You know, in a lot of these games, you tend to think the defense is going to have a little bit of the advantage, so you like to see when enforcers take the lead. It mixes things up a little bit. Or maybe that's just my biases coming as an Onward player. Oftentimes we talk about the Volk advantage, but let's not talk about Onward in the Breachers cast. Anyways, a lot of enforcers wins on the first map, but then we went to the second map, and it was just toe for toe, knockdown, drag out all through the first half of the second map. Really, really good gameplay from both sides. Really exciting. Lots of refrags, lots of quick picks, and even some good utility here and there. Although I will say, It seemed like it was mostly gun kills in this game, or I just missed all of the utility kills. I'm not sure. Anyways, like I said, that second map, that second go round on Factory, it seems like they knew each other a little bit better, and nobody was really getting out in front. They were just taking a slug, giving a slug, taking a slug, giving a slug, up until those last few rounds when Wild Wild West was able to finally pull away and secure the victory. 7-5 was our final score, so it was a 6-6, 7-5 final on the whole. I think that's going to wrap it up for us. I think we'll stop there. Again, I don't think I've said this since the very beginning because this game just moves so quickly. But again, this has been a Breachers Champion League Alpha Scrim. This is not what you're going to see when you actually see the Breachers Champion League. This is all the pre-trial, just testing the game out, seeing how things will work, but we do not yet know how the comp setup will run. And I'm starting to get curious, y'all. I want the game to drop. I want the private lobbies. I want the rule set. I want to see how it really goes, and I want to see these great teams we've been seeing go at it for real. Anyways, that's enough of my babbling. Like I've said, you guys have been listening to me for too long, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. My name's been Bob the Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Take care.